Okay. Let's give this a try. Hi. My name is C, and today I have a diamond painting tag question video. So, I'm gonna be working on Tennessee River Sunset. Where is that picture? Here we go. That is the kit that I'm currently working on. Sorry, I'm working on this one in a really chaotic way, just because of, all the confetti down here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, yeah, I figured, okay, so Katie did this, weeks. I need to move that, or else I will bump the stand continuously. Katie did this weeks ago at this point. She made a fall diamond painting tag for Drills and Chills, and I figured I would try it. Listen, I love tag videos. I love watching them. I love answering them. So I kind of wanted to jump on this one. I know I'm a little late, but that's fine. So anyways, I'm just gonna jump right on into this. I always forget to say this, but if you ever wonder what I'm actually using as tools in these videos, check out my Instagram. There's the one pinned image is all the tools in that I use. So anyways, let's jump right on into this. I have my iced latte right beside me, which delicious. I ran out of the pumpkin spice one for it, so there's a small shop in Canada. They make these latte syrups that you can just dump in milk, and there you go, you have an iced latte. Magical stuff, all right? And they came out with a pumpkin spice one, and I actually ran out of it, which makes me so sad. It would have been perfect for this video. But anyways, I just finished off the French vanilla one, so I have one more bottle left, and then I will reorder. I think they do some Christmas flavors, but I can't be certain. Anyways, that was not the point of this. I have my drink, I'm working on my kit, so yeah, let's get started. The first question here is, what's your favorite fall drink? And I know I just rambled about these syrups, but I'm actually going to go with the classic white girl answer of pumpkin spice latte, only because I really, really love pumpkin pie, and if I can't eat the pie, at least I can drink it. So anyways, yeah, I am a sucker for pumpkin spice season. And I think that's the only thing. My old favorite, there was some sort of apple drink at Starbucks that isn't back this year, and I liked it last year. I don't know if I would say it's a favorite. I'd have to try it again, but yeah. I'm gonna stick solidly with pumpkin spice. Very, very soon, though, it's going to move into Shirley Temple season, but it's not quite there yet. I'm still enjoying my pumpkin while I can. Anyways, the second question, what's your favorite fall snack? Now, okay. I was going to say I don't have a fall snack that I can use, but I'm pretty sure this question was made in my with Katie, so of course it's the States, where Thanksgiving isn't until November for some reason. I don't understand it. It is actually Thanksgiving weekend at the time of recording this. So my favorite fall snack is going to be a pumpkin pie. It is perfectly in season. I actually haven't had any yet, and I'm very, very sad. But I'm very hopeful that when I go for Thanksgiving dinner, there's a pie. There should be a pie. At least one. I want to eat half of it. So yeah, there's also this little bakery. I should really go back quickly before the seasons change too much. It's this cute little bakery in my area, and they do pumpkin cheesecakes, which cheesecakes will always be superior to any cake or pie. And to have a pumpkin version, it was so good last year. I should really go see if they have it again. But yeah, Pumpkin pie is my answer for favorite snack. Pumpkin cheesecake? Pumpkin pie. I'm sticking with pumpkin pie. What's a special drill that reminds you of fall? I'm going to be... this is just very obvious to me. A orange, a bee, a red fairy dust. I will say this kit actually has these. Let me see if I can find it. Why? You won't go where I want you to. There we go. This like glittery maroon drill. Okay, that's not helping. That also makes me think of fall. So one of those, probably the orange the most, followed by the red. One of the reds. But yeah. Specifically orange AB, not an orange fairy dust. I don't know why, but my mind has that hard line to it. Okay. Ooh, what if like an orange crystal? Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold, unfortunately. I'll try to edit out all the coughing, but we'll see how that goes. It's like the same thing for me saying when I do the unboxings that I'll throw in a picture. Half the time I forget, and I feel really bad when I upload it, but I try. That's what I'll go with. Anyways, I'm going to try and remember to edit out the coughing. So yes, special drill that reminds you of fall is just like an orange AB. What's your favorite fall or Halloween kit you've completed? I feel like the most memorable one to me was Autumn Glory. I can't quite remember who the artist was for that one. It was from Diamondartclub. And I say this every time that I bring up this kit. I know I bring it up a lot. But it was one of the first kits where I actually went in and changed the rendering. So in the background, it's going to be very hard to see in any picture that I remember to put up, if I do. In the rendering, you have like trees and then like a little river, and at the end of the river there was like these weird stick trees. I did the same thing for this kit. Oh no, you can't see it in that. Okay, anyways. There was some stick trees in the background that I thought were very obvious, so I took those out, followed by the reflection of the water, obviously, because it was mirrored. So I did a lot of rendering changes on that one. I think I would have to pull out the kit again to actually look, but I think in one of the trees I actually changed out the browns for the branches because I thought it was too harsh. That could be a different kit though. I know that there was like this little 5 diamond bird that I took out of Autumn Glory. But yeah, my favorite kit would have to be Autumn Glory, just because it was the first one that I felt, I don't know if brave enough would be the right word for it, but I wanted to try and play with the rendering, and I think it turned out really nicely. So yeah, that would be my favorite fall kit. But if we're going just for like, I guess a runner-up would be Halloween Kitty by Diamondart Club. I think that one was absolutely adorable. And that was another one that I think I worked on it after Autumn Glory. But I did add gold metallics into the pumpkins to give them like this like glowy effect. So that was fun. Yeah, I think those would be my picks. Okay, next question. I lost the question. What would be your dream fall Halloween kit, whether it exists already or not? Honestly, I don't know how to answer this one, because I really love this kit specifically for all the colors. I guess maybe a wish for it would be like a smaller version of this with more colors like it. Does that make sense? Probably not. Also, Art has this piece that keeps popping up in the Discord server as like a wish for Halloween, and it's a girl like threatening to carve a pumpkin and her dog's just chewing on one in the background. That would be another image I would like to see as a kit. But in terms of just general vibes, more kits like this with like the whole, just the landscapes and all the oranges and yellows type of deal. I really like these. A lot of the times though, this style of image ends up being just absolutely massive. Which is fine, like, I don't care as long as the kit looks good at whatever size point it's picked. But part of me does like the more medium-sized images. So I guess kind of, yeah, something with these colors, just a little smaller would be nice too. Is that what I'm gonna go with for my answer? Yeah, the Yume or something smaller. I love landscapes, but I really wish there was more smaller ones. But I understand that they need to be the size that they are because they want, and this is from any shop, they want all the details captured, and I get it. I like all the details captured. So, anyways, I guess it really just depends on the image. Okay, I'm going to stop my ramblings because now I'm just going around in circles. What does fall look like where you live? Oh joy, do I love fall where I live. If you have checked out some of my vlogs, I talk about going for a few autumn walks. I have some pictures in there. So it's very, very pretty in the whole point of bringing that up was so you could see the pictures. I lost my train of thought. So, I got it. Fall is very, very pretty in my city. Like the leaves change. There's lots of old trees here. And like the parks are very nicely kept, so the walks are very nice in the autumn. But the weather makes me irrationally angry. Okay, that's kind of a joke. But by that, I mean, while it is pretty, in the morning, it can be anywhere from 5 degrees Celsius to 10. By the time that you hit noon, you're up into the 15s to 18s. And later in the afternoons, you've reached 25. All for it to drop back down to 5 by like 9 p.m. So, like, the weather absolutely sucks because I have no idea if I should dress for winter, if I'm dressing for, like, is it spring? Are we going into the summer? Like, what are we doing here? Can we make up our mind, please? So, very pretty, I just hate the weather. Usually by this time of year, and if it was a normal year, I am not going to pretend that this is going to be another normal year. Global warming and all that jazz. It's been, I would say here, I'm in Canada, by the way, if that helps. Here there has been a noticeable difference in winter over the years. And I mean, the snow is hitting later and later every single year. When I was a kid, I would go out trick-or-treating on Halloween in a full snowsuit because the ground was just covered. But now, we're not getting snow until, well, there was one year where it was still just fall outside, middle of November. Last year, it was very much the same, where I don't think we got snow until mid-November, late November, somewhere in there. And it wasn't a lot of snow. Usually my city gets buried, but it was totally fine. Like, it was doable. So winter has just, weather's been weird here. And that cold, we usually have a really good cold snap of like -40 from mid-December to mid-January. But that's really not hitting until late January now. Late January? No. Yeah, because last year I went out to my grandparents for Christmas, and it was like -15, -16. I was good in a hoodie. And that's a long drive. I just mean to be out in the cold, and in a hoodie was nothing. But anyways, yeah, the weather's changing here, so fall looks very different from when it used to. Like, usually there's snow by now. Or at least we've been snowed on once or twice, but that just hasn't happened. I lost track of my point for what I originally started my tangent. Anyways. Yeah. So fall, we go through the 3 seasons here in a day. It's a real wonder how I am sick every single time the seasons change. And it's like getting dark out too, like the times for when the sunrise and fall changes too. In fall, the sun isn't usually up until, I want to say today I didn't see the sun until closer to 8. And it's starting to get dark around 7-ish. With it being like pitch black by 8:39. That is still going to shorten, but it's already shorter from like summer days where it's light outside by 6:30 and the sun's not going down till 10. So there's a huge difference already in the hours of daylight for fall. Again, for winter, it'll be 9 to 5 for the sun. Something like that. But yeah, okay. That's kind of like a rundown of weather in my city when the question just asked for fall. So anyways, the following question was, what do you like to have on while you craft? Music, audiobooks, etc. I don't know if it's just my brain being weird, but it doesn't really matter what's playing. Sometimes I sit here in silence. Couldn't tell you why. I just start diamond painting and go, I did not put a single thing on. That's rare, but it does happen. Most of the time I listen to audiobooks, which again, I talk a lot about what books I read in my vlogs, just for the fun of it. The librarian in me really, really likes chatting books, so I need an outlet for some of the books. Because I can't talk about Sarah J. Maas in a middle school. I can with the teachers. I was talking to some of them about Fourth Wing last year. But, yeah. I don't know what they're reading currently. I should really sit down and ask them. It's a lot of people, though. Anyways, I listen to audiobooks a lot. Sometimes I just feel like listening to music and singing along, so I'll do that. Those times, though, my taste in music is really, really random. Sometimes it's J-pop or J-rock. Other times it's just heavy metal. And sometimes we go all the way over to the sappy... I have it labeled in Spotify as Depresso Hour, if that explains the kind of music in there. I have a lot of fun naming my Spotify playlists, because I have 3 main ones that I go through. I have Depresso Hour, Rock the Shit, and Weeb Corner. Those are my 3 playlists. And then, of course, I have the Roll the Die, which is just everything dumped into one, and we see what happens on that day. So yeah, I listen to music. I also watch anime. So there's that. I really don't watch a whole lot of movies. Unless it's like an anime movie. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of movies. And a lot of the TV shows that I would like to watch just aren't available in Canada, or I actually have to buy them, which I'm not doing anytime soon. So yeah, audiobooks, music, anime is kind of like my main thing. I'm doing a rewatch of My Hero Academia right now. I will take any opportunity to talk about this, because that series is actually coming to an end. The final season is currently airing. 1 out of the last 12 episodes has aired, and I'm already sad. I'm really, really sad. I love that show so much. So yeah, I'm doing a rewatch of it, so that way when the episodes, I guess the English dub version of the episodes come out, I can just keep on rolling through. I'm gonna watch them dub and sub, just because I'm pouting. But yeah, that's what I'm currently watching. After that, I think I'm going to... There was a show that I want to watch after that. I might just go into my Given to the Sea. I keep putting off watching that one because I've seen a few clips, and like the 2 clips that I have seen have made me cry. So I've been delaying watching the movie. I'm just waiting for a day where I feel like watching something sad. Do you guys do that? Do you like intentionally seek out movies to match your mood? Movies, TV shows, books, whatever. I do. I couldn't tell you why or my reasoning behind it. It's just, whoop, we're good. We're good. It's just something I do. So I'm curious if other people do it. And that goes for like whatever media you consume. Okay. Next up. Do you have any seasonal diamond painting accessories you love? I have been using... So I actually don't own a whole ton of accessories. Being in Canada, the small shops that I can purchase from are limited, and that's just due to shipping fees and duties on top of that. Because whenever I order anything from the States, it is a gamble if I get charged or not. And what that amount is, I could not tell you. So a lot of the times sorry. A lot of the times I just don't, I just can't purchase from small shops, which is unfortunate. But the stuff that I have picked up, I do absolutely adore. So, yay. My main point is actually my favorite, so I don't have much themed accessories. That's where I was trying to go with that. But I will say my favorite accessory that I'm currently using right now is actually the Creación Moren fall putty from last year. I haven't picked up any of the new stuff yet. I've been meaning to. And I really want to pick it up soon before they retire the fall line. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been using. Which one is it? Oh, never mind, that's the winter one. I have fall ones somewhere. But that's my favorite accessory I'll go with for that answer, or that question. Ooh! What scent makes you think of fall/Halloween? Now, there used to be this small shop in Canada, and I am so sad that they closed down. They did seasonal candles. Let me grab it. Oh, I almost fell out of my chair. Okay, so they used to do a fall line of candles. These are 2 of them. I haven't burned them yet out of fear of never replacing it. This is 2 out of the 15 fall collections I have. But yeah, these ones definitely make me think of fall. This one is like an apple scented one. There's some vanilla in there. And then this one is just like, I sniffed. It smells like a pumpkin spice latte taste. Let's go with that. So those will be my fall scents, I think. So anything apple or pumpkin-y, coffee, those type of deal. But those things specifically. Alright, do you put up any seasonal decor? Nope. Okay, at home? Absolutely not. I'm lazy. I could not care less. Nope. I'm not putting it up just to take it down. I don't even decorate for Christmas. Can't be bothered. But at work, again, I work in a school library. I have a bulletin board that I change seasonally. So right now it is covered in a whole bunch of leaves in fall colors. that is about as much decor as you're going to get out of me. And that is only because I have to. I honestly think for that bulletin board next year, I'm not actually putting up any sort of artsy, crafty stuff. I'm just going to take some diamond paintings, I think my seasonal project ones, and just pin them up to that board and say good enough. Honestly. Add some other little things around it, but yeah. I hate bulletin boards. But anyways, that's about as much decor as I put up. I'm just not that kind of person. And I think the money I spend on decor, I'd rather spend on, like, crafts or snacks or whatever. I don't know. We're gonna end this train of thought there. But yeah, no, not a decor person. Any crafty companions? Cats, dogs, etc.? I have cats. However, they don't like being around me when I craft. I've tried to have them sit with me. They just would rather go nap on a pile of towels instead of be around all this. Is that because of my books or my terrible singing? Couldn't tell ya. I might have scared them off with the singing. But yeah, I have cats. They just don't like the diamond painting stuff, which is fine with me. Because that means they're not going to touch it and they're not going to play with it. So as long as they don't know it exists and they don't like being near it, we're fine. I will say 1 or 2 canvases has a little roomy footprints in the glue, but it still was totally fine. She likes to look out my window that's right in front of me. But yeah, that's usually like a brief 30 seconds and then she gets bored and leaves. So anyways, I have cats. They don't craft with me. Last question. Do you have any fall traditions? I don't. Again, I like fall. I like Halloween. I'll do seasonal diamond paintings to match that, but I won't actually do anything, any of the events or things like that. Again, the weather sucks. It's either absolutely freezing in the mornings or burning hot in the afternoons. And I would just much rather hide inside and observe the pretty from my 4 walls with a cup of hot chocolate. I am dropping everything. So, yeah, okay. I think that is all. Yeah, no traditions here. I don't think I have anything else to really chat about with you guys. That was my main thing. So I think I'm just going to end this one here. I mean, I'm not taking anyone that hasn't really been a pattern with these questions. But I have been having a lot of fun watching people answer them. So anyways, let me know. You can answer one, you can answer all of them down below. I would just love to hear your thoughts. So again, let me know, and I will leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize for all the coughing. I am now realizing that maybe I should have waited another day or 2 before doing this. But I didn't think that far ahead, so I'm very, very sorry. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!